Hi, this is John with Cold Plunge Connection, and in this video I'm going to introduce and review the new ARC 50P Ozone generator. For transparency, I am an authorized reseller for ARC products and serve as the wholesale coordinator for the company. That means you can buy one from my website, and I help dealers and distributors get set up. As always, I only post reviews of products that I have tested and love, made by companies that are solid, run by people I know and trust. First, to provide a little context, it helps to understand what ozone is useful for. Ozone is one of several methods to keep your cold plunge water clean. Now, regular oxygen is O2. Ozone is O3. That extra oxygen atom hits bacteria, viruses, or organic material in the water, and it breaks them down. After that, all you have left is ordinary oxygen. One reason why I like using ozone so much is the lack of hassle. I don't have to measure or add tablets, powders, or liquid sanitizers. There's no chemical residue, and I don't have to rinse off afterwards. If you've experienced itchy skin or burning eyes from chlorine, you're going to love ozone. I started cold plunging back in 2017 in a DIY chest freezer setup, and I almost gave up on it. Keeping the water clean was such a hassle that I questioned whether it was worth it. I tried cheap generators that didn't last and complicated hot tub systems with venturi injectors that were a pain to set up and maintain. Worse, I learned that if an ozone generator is too strong, it can damage your equipment. There is a sweet spot. You want enough ozone to keep the water clean, but not so much that you start destroying your cold plunge. Kitchen units also fall short. They aren't designed for 50 to 300 gallons of water. Eventually, I found Jet Engineering. They had an ozone generator with a built-in air pump, and that changed everything for me. All I had to do was plug it into a timer for about 30 minutes a day, and my water stayed clean for 10 to 12 months. It made cold plunging practical for me. I became a reseller for Jed in 2019, and I recommended them to thousands of people over the next several years. It became the gold standard for DIY cold plunges. Then, in late 2025, Jed decided to move in a different direction with their business and discontinue the models with the built-in air pump. That left a lot of people, including me, scrambling to find something that can meet the same standard. So the question was, what now? Well, that's where Alfonso comes in. He built a device called the Cold Plunge Brain to manage his own setup. I've been using this in my own cold plunge since February of 2025. I'm providing feedback through months of hands-on testing. When Jed discontinued their pump-based ozone generators, I reached out to Alfonso to see if he'd create a standalone product with just that ozone generator and pump combination. And he said yes. And that is how the ARC 50P was born. The 50 means it puts out 50 milligrams of ozone per hour, exactly the same as the Jed model. That's enough to do the job well without damaging your equipment. Cold water dissolves ozone much better than hot water, so it works very efficiently. You don't need a massive concentration of ozone to keep your cold plunge water clean. The P in the name means that it has a built-in air pump. This makes setup much simpler. You don't need a venturi injector or complicated plumbing. You plug it into a timer, connect your check valve and air stone to the tubing, and then you drop the air stone into the floor of your tub. When the timer comes on and turns on the ozone generator, you are up and running. Now, in a traditional hot tub, a venturi injector pulls ambient air into the water whenever the circulation pump is running. That works in a hot tub because the heater is heating the water. But in a cold plunge, a venturi is constantly pulling in warm, moist air into very cold water, which can lead to extra condensation and extra work for your chiller or compressor. A pump-driven ozone generator like the ARC 50P only pulls in air when it actually runs, which improves the lifespan of your setup. This unit uses almost no power. I plugged it into a kilowatt meter, and after an hour, it actually read 0. So I had to run it overnight, and after 8 hours, it used only 0.04 kilowatt hours. At average rates, electrical prices around the US, running this every day, and the recommended range costs less than $1 a year. That's pretty awesome. As far as improvements go, the case and ports are IP67 rated to keep out rain, dust, and critters. The intake air port is IP64 rated. It also has a much smaller footprint than the old units, making for a cleaner fit in your system. It comes with the power supply, tubing, check valve, and air stone. My recommendation to start with is 30 minutes once per day while your circulation pump is running. If your water stays clean, great. If not, you can increase that up to 2 hours depending on your usage and hygiene. Remember, Always use ozone in a well-ventilated area. I suggest running it when nobody is around. If you open your cold plunge and smell ozone, just let it air out for a few minutes before getting in. I am very happy that this product exists. It fills a real need and keeps the simple, built-in pump approach alive. It allows us to focus on the whole reason we have a cold plunge, to actually use it and enjoy the benefits. If you want to buy one, check out the links in the description. You can get it through my website at chestfreezercoldplunge.com. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or you can reach out to me on my website or through my Facebook group. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, and happy cold plunging.